Do that one?
Yeah, cool.
Alright, go on. This should be funny. Because them man are moving like they're scared, fam. Moving like they're 13, bruv. Flinching and shit. What you saying, fam? Who does that shit? Fuck
What's
that,
going
bruv.
on? Waffletop podcast. Paulo, the biggest talker.
Come on.
Rattlesnake Racks.
No, it is gang shit number
It's
2.
your boy Donny Darko in the building.
Yeah. Make sure you're following the media.
Come on.
Waffletop podcast, YouTube. Waffletop podcast, Spotify, and Waffletop podcast, SoundCloud. Waffletop PC for Instagram. Subscribe, you bastards.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you.
Press the ting,
More
bro.
likes, more subscriptions,
Come
more content.
on.
You know,
I'm still waiting for
Come
100
on.
subscribers because I
What?
said if I get 100 subscribers, we're on 95. About
What
five
are they
more.
doing us wrong like that?
Yeah,
Fam,
we're on
what, you lot
95,
not
we're on
100,
95.
cuz.
We need 100.
You lot
And I will
boying it.
sit here.
And you do what?
I will sit here
And
in
do what?
kebab goms and do an episode of the podcast.
Kebab
That's you, what,
gone.
just you,
You know,
yeah?
like
Just
the
you,
Asians.
know?
So you man are talking and I'm here.
Yeah, alright,
mad,
as long as just you. Don't bring
I
over
need
here,
100
big man.
subscribers. You man
Alright,
don't
cool.
go
I beg
make-
you, please, 100, because I want to see this, bruv. This.
So I can live up to this. Basically, these
I'm not
man.
even
Whoa,
gonna lie.
whoa.
I'm
Don't
gonna
say these, man.
specifically make 5 people just make sure they subscribe so the next time I come to this booth, you're in that apron still.
Yeah,
Wow.
straight.
I'm shouting you. Make sure you pattern that still.
Yeah, don't say
Yeah,
these,
I'll
man,
get-
bruv.
nah,
You
nah,
brought it
you
yourself,
have
big
my
man.
word. Man will do it.
Don't do that.
I'll do
But
it.
anyway,
Man will do it. But yeah.
what's the
Fucking-
deal? What's the
Tion
deal?
Wayne, Headie 1.
Do you know what? Yeah,
Irving vs Dennis.
bro. Like, it was on socials, Twitter.
Do you know what?
Everything,
Yeah? If
cuz.
you man had to reenact it, yeah. Look, they're doing this.
My man was chest popping, bro.
No, but it's
They're doing
just,
this one.
it's
Chest
just bare
popping.
like, it's just bare.
It's just
Like,
done.
I just feel like, bro,
Chest popping.
you're big men, yeah. If I'm going to fight you, bro, I'm not flinching. Forget the
Do you know, for
talking.
me-
I'm swinging and I'm busting.
Do you know
I'm
who's
swinging.
the maddest out of them lot that were holding them back for me? Morrison, is it Morrison?
Morrison, yeah.
Morrison would. I think you would have wrapped both of them, and he was the one stopping the
The
fight.
thing is, Morrison is a big man. Like, bro, this is the difference between like people who are actually certified in the scene and the like. Obviously, Morrison is an OG in it. Like, besides all the actual rapping and the beef in it, Morrison is a well-known, background checked OG. You feel me? Like,
100.
if you know about Morrison, which everybody does from all ends of London,
Yeah.
you know his thing is very, very serious. He's a patterned man, in it. Like,
Yeah.
and if you don't know, the internet will tell you
100.
what his family is on. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like,
100.
Morrison's thing is different. Obviously, Heads, Tion, they're just our type of peeps, you know what I mean? Like, they make their music and that. Normal hoodlums from different gangs in London. Like, bro, everybody's always trying to find out the extent of realism in these man's lives, innit, bro? And everybody, do you know what I mean? When you make music and that's cruddy and that, man, they want to believe a lot of the stuff that you're saying and doing a lot of the time, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, Headie, he's a guy who turns around L's very, very well. His whole career started from an L when he went beds, turned it round, supposedly, and he said, yeah, man, we'll rise it. Like,
Yeah, 100.
this situation where
What
these men
was
have
his
linked
L?
each other, he got basically
In-
got bucked
in-
at some uni.
You know, yeah.
And they basically, a couple man try and moist him at the Econ minute. They basically try to punch him up a little bit, but it was not successful. At the end of the day, if you buck someone slipping and he's actually your pagan and he leaves with not one scratch on his body, it's calm, innit?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't really do
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
Headie said, well, you know what I mean? And that's when he made no better as well. So he done his thing, innit? Like,
Yeah.
bro, he rose to stardom. We're all proud of him. Like, but the issue is, is that these man, especially OFB in it, which I think has got a lot of talented artists in it, these man are specifically and always talking about crud. This is what I can't stand. Like, bro, there's a lot of man who could be very, very successful if they decide to divert into whatever they want to do. But, bro, we'll leave them to do their gang shit. They're popping, calm.
Yeah.
When you buck a man on the plane, innit, and you talk this much in the tracks about beef, niggas are trying to see something. All of us. Like, as
bro.
much as we say we don't want to see drill and niggas die and this and that, like, it is sad when big artists die and shit. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, this is the end. It's normal, bro. These are people's lives at the end of the day, fam.
Yeah.
If you link somebody that's meant to be your supposed pagan on the plane, I know what man them are saying. Yeah, they're in Dubai. Yeah, this, yeah, that. Bro, me bams. I'm not a street guy. I'm not nothing. Like, bro, I will punch you in your face. Niggas know me, bro. Like, if we have a problem, documented, and we've been rapping about this problem for time, fam, like, I'm gonna punch you in your face, bro. That's exactly why I agree with Donny. Like, that there, what we saw in that video and that clip of the plane is now hard to take anything from this scene seriously again.
100%.
Like, it's not serious, bro. Like, I don't
flinch,
It's not
bro.
even that they're not wet. I'm not saying that they're wet and that.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
if
yeah.
you man are saying that we're basically saying now that if these man don't have spinners, literally don't have spinners or don't have a nank, they fight like that. Like, bro, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not shouting shit or moving crowd all the time. Like, bro, I'm not even saying that. Headie and Tion will probably rise it if they have to, innit? But as a grown man with an actual issue and problem, bro, you would swing and punch man hard. Like, it means the problem is not as serious as it looks.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. But then what got me mad, not even mad, but it's just like, raw. When man did swing, it was like a half-hearted swing. I was like, bro, if you're going to swing, pull your... let him know, I'm Tion, I'm going to lick off your...
That's what
Let
I'm saying.
man know, like,
we're grown
it's gonna
men.
be mad. Yeah, like,
we're grown men. We know when a man swings as hard as he can, but he
Yeah.
never actually tried
Bro,
to hit
it was
your
just-
face.
it was
Do you know
not-
what I'm saying? Like, he's
it was-
swinging, he's making the swing look like it's got bare life in it. But
wasn't.
In actuality, he was never trying to hit
it
your
wasn't.
face.
I just felt like, raw, like, is that what's going on? But
And on the camera, we can see that. But
so many angles on this
Literally.
thing right now. Bare angles.
It's
I'm
too
like, raw,
funny,
like, bare angles. And what made it worse, when they did screw up first, there was nobody there. Nobody there. So they could have fight right there and then. And it never happened. And then when people are running now, they want to flinch and move and go forward.
that's what I'm
Big
saying.
man,
Like, man, them
come on,
pretending
man.
Donny's a holding
I'm
them
not
back.
gonna lie.
Loud,
Let
man.
me play devil's advocate. Sorry, bruv. What if these man done it because they got new music coming out?
Oh, no chance. It's not possible. Like, if
Bruv,
this beef is long standing, bro. The beef is long standing. It's been on for like at least 5 to 6 to 7 years, isn't it? Like, the beef is actually long standing,
but
isn't
do
it?
you know what you sit here and think
Man, been beefing for
sometimes? Yeah,
time.
these are both big artists. Tion Wayne, Headie one. They're both big artists.
Huge, bro. Now,
But what I don't understand is, but does it not get to a point where you've made so much peace?
never.
No,
Never.
I hear that. Let
not
me
gonna
finish.
happen,
though.
bro.
Never,
Let me
please.
land.
It's
Let
never.
me land. Let me land.
It never.
No point. There's no point landing, bro.
Let
It's
me
not gonna happen,
try.
bro. There's no point. There's no point.
Go for it,
I've
though.
got
Alright, go on, go
a
on, go on.
date.
Go. Sorry,
I've
go on.
got a date
Go on,
with
go on.
British Airways. Man needs to get on the ground.
Go on,
Don't
go on.
Stall me.
Go on.
I'm saying to you, these are big artists, and the thing is, they're from different ends.
Go on.
So, but it's not like Bloods and Crips, bruv.
Even them, man. Like, I don't even know what they do in this. I can't even tell you about Bloods and Crips, but I hear
But
you. I get
that's-
what you're saying. I
do you
get the
what
sentiment.
I'm saying?
Of
Like,
course.
yeah.
But I
Like
hate-
Bloods and Crips is a thing of them man are like they can't be in the same. They can't be saying certain words
For
or
the same reasons, though, bro. Not for, like, they've obviously taken it to extents further, but it's for the same reasons. Like, at the end of the day, family members, friends,
Well, this
sisters,
is the
brothers
thing.
have been emmed.
But then do
It's
you
that
not-
simple.
But do you not think that sisters and brothers things, is the reason that has happened is because it's probably the retaliation, for example.
Which
The
one?
man-
Blood and Crips or
No, I'm
Tion
talking
Wayne?
about the London. It's a London thing now.
Okay.
So I'm saying, like, bruv, that problem will never go away
Yeah.
as long as people keep retaliating, innit? So the problem you've got is, as big artists, maybe his beef and his beef, stuff that we don't know about is proper serious, which is probably why they can never link up. I hear that, but I'm saying, like, you sit here and think sometimes some artists, need, like, imagine if they made a song together and it's like, but they can't. But if they did, they'd make so much peas off of it.
Yeah, Kojo Funds, J House. We've all been saying this for a long time. There's a lot of men that are pagans that if they made tunes together, it would be a mad thing, bro. But it's the same. It's even Headie and Tion. Like, it's probably the same thing. It'll probably go off 20, 25, 30 million views. Who knows? But, bro, it can't happen. Like, at the end of the day, one is Broadwater Farm, one is Edmonton. Do you feel me? Like, these men are on opposite sides that have been a problem for years. And unfortunately, this is one thing I even don't like. Like, you know how Giggs and Peckham... Not like Peckham and Brixton squashed their beef. Like, so Giggs and Sleepwell made a song. These men were beefing each other for a good, if not good 10, 15 years. Bro, there's people that have got birds for the rest of their life because of that beef. You feel me? Like, people are still going to serve their jail sentences that they got when 2006, 7, 8, 9, and 10, when the beef was rocking. And these are actually the reasons. These allegiances and alliances are the reasons why people can't just make bread and become calm. Like, you can't decide that you've made $1 million, so now all of the things and all of the people you've shot and
No, I
potentially
hear
stabbed.
that. I
Do you know
hear
what I mean?
that.
Like, you're just
Yeah,
not that
it's
serious. You
different,
just
it's
got to move
different.
off the ends.
Yeah, it's
this is why
different.
we didn't feel Nines when he got poked on the ends. It's like, bro, you have problems. You're a grown man. You've been trapping. Bro, get off the ends. Like, if you get off the ends, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, one foot in, one foot out. Like, you got to get out of the hood, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't make all the money and then stay in the same area, bro. You got to move your mum and that out.
Do you know who said that? It
Get
was
out of there.
Morrison actually said it. Someone asked him a question and said, you do all of this, you do all the camera work, and he goes, yeah, I like it, it's nice. And he goes, but how do you balance the life of both? So of what you're doing now, which obviously you're very vocal about, and then like the music. And he goes, I don't recommend doing both. And anyone that says that they can do both are gassing.
Yeah, or they said they like it or they enjoy it. They were capping it. So it's like
they
BBC
like it,
One Extra thing.
yeah.
That's what I told you. I've seen that as well. Morrison's an OG, like, bro.
Because they
He's
asked
different.
about Nines, like, oh, he enjoys it. He wants to give up trapping, but he enjoys it. But Morrison's like, you're chatting shit. You don't enjoy it. You either doing it to make money, which Nines obviously doesn't need because he's very, very, very comfortable.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Morrison was saying.
Or you enjoy it.
Yeah, or you
It's
enjoy
that simple. Like, and you can see that Nines enjoys it.
Yeah,
You enjoy the trap life,
He
man.
enjoys
It's-
it. Like, Nines
once you're
enjoys
in there, it's like, yeah, I can't leave the game, bro. It's
Bro,
a
he
game
loves
again.
it.
It's a
Like,
game to them.
Morrison is a serious. Do you know what I mean? It's different. It's like he's a trapper and that maybe, but he's a businessman. Like, it's a completely different type
Yeah.
of aura. Like, Nines is actually your hood phenomenon trapper. Like, he is proud of what he's done and he wants everybody to know.
No.
Do you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
it's actually that's the energy I get from his tunes in general as well. Like, he doesn't seem like somebody who wants to leave the hood. Even if he's moved out, he will still go back. Like, but then again, when you get a Morrison, like, I mean, I personally don't believe Morrison spends his whole day in Newham still or in West Ham. Do you know what I mean? Like, Morrison should not be in East London no more, bro. The guy had multiple millions a long time ago. That's what I'm saying. Like, those people, they're different. Like, he even when he's rapping, it's a different aura. Like, he seems like the man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, he's
But then I
raps,
think
hard
in
still.
order,
He's humble,
in order
man.
for
He's
certain
humble
man
still.
to squash beef, yeah.
Yeah.
So like for me, as harsh and bland as it sounds, yeah. One day, people that are in the hood want to get out of the hood. They don't want to be in the hood anymore. Unfortunately, you make that decision, you lose a lot of friends that you were friends with in the hood
Yeah.
who don't want to leave that life. But that's a sacrifice you got to make for a better life, isn't
of
it?
course, bro.
And the thing is, as bad as it sounds, like that's why certain men who have beef, like I never like the beef thing with ends. Like I know when we was growing up, it was more postcode things, and it's like, oh, you're from this postcode and that postcode, bruv. And then like people are banging, yeah, postcodes where their mum rents a yard off the council.
Yeah, madness, bro. You don't own that home. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the postcode thing's been wet, though. Like, that's to every individual. You feel me? Everyone's different. Everyone came up a different way. Like, I grew up in the hood, but man don't ever bang for no one's postcode, innit? Like, we must have a real problem. As in, like, something must have happened between me and you specifically.
Yeah.
Not even like, oh yeah, I could back my friend's beef, don't get it twisted, but like, I'm not known for fighting
Well,
people
I'll be real
that
with
my
you,
friends
yeah.
started beef with. Like,
Yeah,
we must
yeah.
have an actual problem.
100, yeah, it's true.
I'll
It's
be
true.
real with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, my area has done nothing for me to any success that I've had. Is myself.
I
innit?
fucking hear that.
You
That's
know what I'm
exactly
saying?
it.
Like my area,
Not even
is
the
where
people
I-
in it have done
Yeah.
something for me.
where I live, yeah, where I live is where I sleep, where I eat, and where I live with my family or whatever situation you're in, you live on your own.
Yeah.
But, bruv, you know man, that everybody, and again, I'm not knocking this because I don't want bear man coming after me, but let's be real, bruv, no, I don't think you see it so much now, but when we was younger, all the men that used to take pictures outside like of signs and that, I never understood it. I wouldn't cuss it, but I never understood it because I'm sitting there thinking, bruv, what has this area done for me towards my success apart from me live here?
The ends ain't
Nah,
done
it's true though, you know.
The Eds have done
It's true,
fuck
bro.
all, bruv.
Apart from telling me I couldn't make it and not like and follow my shit, bro. You feel me? Like, that's
Bro,
literally
It's
it.
true
Like,
though.
apart from a lot of people to tell you, oh, is that really gonna work? And are you sure you want to do that, bro? All the negativity is what comes from home, bro.
Like,
Let's
I'll be real
serious.
with you. I would even go as far to say, yeah,
Get,
like-
get accepted in your places that ain't your area quicker than home, bro. People fuck with you
like,
outside before they do
as
inside.
bad as it sounds, yeah, anything I do and anything you do or you do, is it down to your friends? And and obviously you could say down to your family. You're gonna get the technical people that are gonna comment on this video, yeah, and go, well, no, your mum brought you into this world or something like that. But no.
My
But
mum and dad had sex because
Yeah.
they were fried and brought me into this world. You feel me? I had to tell them
Yeah.
one
Cat,
day.
cat.
You know them ones there, like, I didn't ask to be here. You chose. So don't start making it seem as if
No,
yeah,
no, but
Yeah,
here
you
I'm
yeah,
from,
fucked.
yeah, it's
You
you.
enjoyed it.
Whatever,
Fuck. You feel me?
Whatever.
You fucked.
whatever you're doing, yeah, or whatever you've achieved, yeah, is because of yourself, innit? So like going back to the point of all these people banging for ends, yeah, personally, I think it's stupid and I think it's a waste of time. Although, unfortunately, people have got themselves into situations where, because they're so heavily invested in the area where their families rent houses, or maybe some of them own houses in the area, but a lot of the time you do find it's a council estate thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's be real. I'm not generalising, but most of the time it's a council estate thing.
Nah, do you know it is?
So, but hang on.
Go on.
what I'm saying is unfortunately, because some people are so heavily invested into an area that does fuck all for them, unfortunately they've lost friends, family. So now they're trapped in that area and they have to fight the people that have caused that pain.
Yeah.
And it's a cycle, innit? But in the grand scheme of things, bruv, the ends has done fuck all for you, bruv. Like, let's have it right. What benefit is me standing outside my train station sign? What money is that making
They
me,
haven't
bruv?
even seen outside their ends.
That as well, but I feel like everyone's different though. Obviously, we will look at it thinking, "Oh, the ends ain't done nothing for man." These young ones, yeah, the young ones coming out now, they're in the ends and they say, "Yeah, this is my ends. I'm from here. I'm from Peckham. I'm from this and from
You
that."
can be
Like,
proud where you come from.
yeah, go
I'm
on.
proud of where I grew up. I'm proud of living in London. I'm proud of being a Londoner. I'm proud of being from West London, whatever.
Yeah.
But, bruv, man's not saying, I'm not giving any credit to my area. When
That's
I
you,
blow
but that's
or
you
I
though.
become sick.
Yeah, I hear that. That's you though, but that's
Do you know what I'm saying?
everyone's different though.
You see, no, the thing is though, I definitely get where both of you man are coming from. Like, I can resonate with what you're saying, P, because I've moved around in so many different areas. Like, I'm from nowhere. You feel me? Like, I grew up in South. I moved to East London. I got shipped to Nigeria, moved to East London, then settled in West London. So like, they're in a place that I really call home. You feel me? Like, that's exactly why. But there is a lot of people that are gonna feel very, very different to me. Like, there isn't significantly any area that has done anything for me. Like, it's changed my experience of the world.
Yeah.
It's given me
You look at
different
things
views
differently.
of
Any
the
area
world.
you go to, you see things differently.
Definitely, like, so it'll give you a lot more perspective in life, innit? But specifically one area propping me up or making me feel like I'm at home or welcome or this is a place that I should be proud of, no chance. Like,
Yeah.
fam, when I go back to South, police stop me more than I get stopped when I'm in West. Do you know what I mean? I don't go to East London. Like, I ain't got business there. You feel me? Like, yeah, I went to school with a lot of people there. A lot of the people that I went to school with have either moved out of the area, they're in bin, or the girls all got babies. You feel me? Like, or that's actually literally it. That school is pretty much more for degenerates. Pretty much what we were talking about earlier. It's a degenerate school. Like, those people, they weren't really gonna go far. You feel me? And that's what happened. The game's rough. Like, so like, we didn't really have much in common. My West London friends, I settled here. We got businesses together now. Like, we got things going on. We got interests together because they showed me a way of life that I like, innit? Like, there is no beef on this side. In my opinion, there was no beef on this side of the water. When I first came to this area, whatever they thought was beef, it was a joke. You feel me? Like, couple man come to your school after school, you tell them to shut up and go home. Everyone will be talking about it. That's the type of shit they see here. They're wet. You feel me? And that's calm, but like I said, my brain started moving towards different things when it's not surrounded by beef and struggles and stuff no more. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was one of those kids who went on stupid rides and stuff like that when I was a youth because I was brought up in a fried area and I'm a fried guy. Do you know what I'm saying? But when you start getting exposed to a little bit more, do you think you can pay me a meal to go on a ride again? Like, bro, are you dumb? I got things to do with my life. Like, bro, I ain't going nowhere, fam. You feel me? Like, but back in the day, I didn't know what I wanted to be. I didn't know what I was going to achieve. Now I got, do you know what I mean? I got that perspective.
I think ending on this one, I think just to say there's probably back to the thing of, bruv. I think basically to cap that one off, the Tion and Headie one thing was funny, bro.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Like, but we just don't take the end seriously. Like, at the end of the day, innit? Like, these two men are meant to be killing each other if they see each other, innit? Like, the way they come on in tracks is that's exactly what you'd hear, bro.
Yep. So
when you saw that scene, it looked like two men who both wanted to make sure they got home calmly. Like, that's actually it. Like, when you see the scene, it's two men that don't want to be arrested and two men that don't want to die. They just want to go home like every other human being.
100%.
Like, but they know that they need to act up for the internet because there's a video out. That's actually what happened. And we all saw it and we all laughed and pretend. We jump on the internet, we do our gay little talking, and then that's it. We move on. Simple. Like,
that's cool.
That's it, man.
That's it, man.
Two men that actually didn't want to die, bro. That was clear still.
It was on it. They man wanted to go home. They wanted to eat.
That was fun.
trust.
No, it was. I feel like the media makes it so big. Like, oh my gosh, Tion and they fight. Bro, they didn't fight.
Bro, trust me.
They weren't even a scrap.
Two grown men.
They flinched, bro.
They just wanted
What
to
I wanna
go.
know-
They both had
What I
seizures.
want to know is, anyone in the comments, who thought that was a fight.
It wasn't
I
a
don't
fight.
know what school you went to.
It's not a fight. It's just.
Or
they just
I
had
don't know
little-
what fights you've watched, because for me it was a pushing thing. But yeah.
But it's mad how both of them were on the flight though. Yeah.
But let us know what you think in the comments. Make sure you're following all the socials. Waffletop Podcast for SoundCloud, Waffletop Podcast for Spotify, Waffletop Podcast for YouTube. Instagram's Waffletop PC. Like, share and subscribe, you bastards.
Come on.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And we're out.